When gossip queen Tasha K dropped her latest revelation, the internet froze in disbelief. A secret hotel meeting, dim lights, and two of reality TV's most talked about names, Bambi and young Jock. Suddenly, at the center of a storm that no one saw coming, the whispers became headlines. The headlines turned into debates, and every fan wanted to know what really happened behind those closed doors. Was it business, betrayal, or something deeper that would shake the foundations of their fame? In a world where loyalty is fragile and reputation is everything, Tasha's claim might just expose the one secret neither of them ever thought would see the light. It all began when Tasha K went live on her channel. Her tone calculated, her expression charged with the promise of something explosive. The audience poured in by the thousands, hungry for drama, expecting gossip, but not prepared for the shock that would follow. With one statement, she pulled Bambi and young Jock back into the harsh spotlight of public scrutiny. She spoke of a hotel, a meeting, and the undeniable air of secrecy surrounding it. Fans who had followed these two from the world of love and hip-hop, Atlanta knew their names carried weight and controversy. What Tasha K suggested was not merely a friendly encounter, but something cloaked in motive and mystery. According to her narration, it was late, the kind of hour when public figures usually hide from attention rather than court it. Tasha described how Bambi and young Jock allegedly arrived separately, timing their entrances as if to avoid detection. But the walls have eyes, and in a city built on celebrity whispers, someone always sees something. A source, she claimed, tipped her off with timestamps, video stills, and text exchanges. The story unfolded like a carefully written script, complete with tension, secrecy, and consequence. For Bambi, whose public image was that of strength and control, this accusation came like a storm, breaking her carefully crafted calm. For young Jock, long accustomed to the chaos of both fame and scrutiny, the story added another chapter to his long history of controversy. The hotel meeting, whether innocent or scandalous, symbolized more than an encounter. It questioned integrity, trust, and loyalty in an industry already known for blurred lines. Tasha's delivery made it all the more believable. Her cadence, the pauses between words, the deliberate way she said, "I got proof." She implied there was more than hearsay, that behind her words lay documentation, messages, photos. The chat exploded with comments, some fans defending Bambi's reputation, others eager to believe Tasha's every syllable. Within minutes, clips from the live stream began circulating across social media, re-uploaded, reinterpreted, and exaggerated. The internet's rumor mill began its relentless churn. But why would Tasha K expose this story now? That became the deeper question. Timing in gossip and media is everything. Some suggested she wanted to distract from her own legal issues. Others believed she'd been handed the story by someone inside the cast, hoping to damage reputations before the new season aired. In the entertainment industry, no leak is ever without agenda. Meanwhile, behind the scenes, Bambi and young Jock reportedly went silent. No statements, no tweets, no denials. The absence of denial became, in the eyes of the public, an admission of guilt. Fans scoured their social media timelines, comparing old photos, captions, and interactions, searching for clues that might validate Tasha's narrative. Still, the details remained hazy. Tasha said she had confirmation that the two entered a downtown Atlanta hotel late one night, spent hours together, and left separately before sunrise. The proof, she teased, would come later. Whether or not that proof existed, the damage was done. In the days that followed, gossip blogs amplified every angle. Some commentators called it another example of Tasha K manipulating public curiosity. Others saw it as her exposing a truth no one else dared to touch. Each retelling made the alleged meeting feel larger, more sensational, less like rumor and more like a cultural event by the week's end. The story had crossed from the realm of gossip into pop culture phenomenon. Bambi's name trended. Young Jock's demise flooded. Their families faced intrusive questions. The line between entertainment and intrusion blurred completely. And through it all, One question persisted: was Tasha telling the truth? Or was she once again spinning fame into controversy for clicks? The seeds were planted. And the first act of this unfolding saga had begun. A story not just about two celebrities and one hotel, but about the relentless hunger for exposure that defines modern celebrity itself. The noise surrounding Tasha K's revelation didn't fade, it intensified. Within hours of the live stream, every major gossip blog, YouTube channel, and social media platform had latched onto the story. What began as an online whisper transformed into a full-blown investigation led by fans and fueled by speculation. Everyone wanted to know if the alleged hotel meeting between Bambi and young Jock really happened, and if it did, what it meant. In the reality TV universe, where perception often outweighs truth, the story didn't need verification to become gospel. It only needed attention, and it had plenty of that. Tasha K, sensing the momentum, doubled down. She released a follow-up video, claiming she had spoken to someone from the hotel staff who confirmed seeing Bambi and young Jock check in under separate names within minutes of each other. According to her, the staff member remembered young Jock wearing a hoodie pulled low, and Bambi disguised in oversized sunglasses and a long trench coat. Tasha painted the scene vividly, her words almost cinematic. The dim lights, the private elevator, the discreet glances exchanged before the two vanished upstairs. To her audience, it sounded like a plot pulled straight from a scandal thriller. Bambi's fans quickly came to her defense, arguing that Tasha's stories often exaggerated or blurred fact and fiction for views. They pointed out inconsistencies, how Tasha's description of the hotel's interior didn't match reality, how no surveillance footage had been shown, how her supposed sources were always unnamed. Yet despite these challenges, the rumor's grip on public imagination only tightened. In the world of online drama, repetition often triumphs over evidence. Meanwhile, Jock stayed silent, a choice that only deepened the mystery. His Instagram posts became cryptic, his captions short and vague. A photo of city lights captioned "Everything comes to light" eventually sent fans spiraling into analysis. Some claimed it was a veiled confession. Others believed it was defiance, a refusal to be baited into Tasha's narrative. Bambi, on the other hand, maintained her usual composure. She posted about business ventures, motherhood, and self-love, ignoring the chaos storming through her mentions. But silence on the internet isn't neutral. It's interpreted as guilt, arrogance, or strategy. Every word not said became another spark for speculation. As the gossip deepened, insiders from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta began whispering that producers were paying close attention. Controversy, after all, drives ratings. The idea of Bambi and young Jock sharing an off-screen moment, real or not, gave producers material for a potential storyline. If the hotel meeting had been staged, it was a masterclass in manipulation. If it was real, it was pure gold for television. Either way, it meant viewership spikes, more hashtags, and higher engagement. Still, there was something about this rumor that felt different from the usual gossip cycle. Tasha K's tone wasn't merely playful. It carried an edge, a sense that she believed she had something solid. She claimed to have receipts stored, screenshots waiting to be released. Her phrasing was strategic. "I'm not done yet," she said. "There's more to come." That phrase alone kept thousands glued to their screens. It wasn't just a story anymore. It was an unfolding saga, each day a new cliffhanger. Then came the alleged messages. Screenshots began circulating online, supposedly between young Jock and a contact saved as B. The texts were ambiguous lines, like "same place tonight" and "keep it quiet." As the days turned into weeks, the story refused to die. Instead, new layers emerged, alleged calls between Bambi and producers, cryptic tweets from supporting cast members, and even claims that young Jock's team was preparing to take legal action if Tasha didn't retract her statements. Yet Tasha seemed undeterred. She kept hinting at unseen evidence, manipulating anticipation like a master SHOWRUNNER. Every night, fans refreshed her page waiting for the next installment. Her revelation had become more than gossip. It was serialized entertainment, consumed like an ongoing drama series. And just like any good show, left the audience questioning what was real and what was performance. By the time the second week ended, one truth had emerged with painful clarity in the world of fame. Perception isn't just power, it's survival. Whether the hotel meeting was fact, fabrication, or something in between, its echo had already reshaped careers. Tasha had once again proven that in the digital age, the truth doesn't have to be proven to be believed. It only has to be told loud enough. Weeks passed. But the echoes of Tasha K's revelation refused to fade. What had started as a late-night live stream had now evolved into a full-blown media circus, pulling in everyone connected to Bambi and young Jock. Every podcast host wanted a take. Every blog wanted an angle, and every fan wanted a new twist. The line between truth and entertainment dissolved completely, leaving behind a world where narratives mattered more than evidence. Tasha's claim had become a self-sustaining wildfire. It didn't need confirmation to burn. Inside Atlanta's entertainment circles, whispers grew louder. Some insiders began to suggest that the alleged hotel meeting might have been part of a calculated publicity move, designed to reignite attention around both artists before the next Love and Hip Hop season. Others swore it was real, that Tasha's tip-off came from someone within the show's production crew who had seen more than they were supposed to. Every version of the story deepened the mystery, and the truth seemed further away than ever. Bambi's world had changed. Her brand endorsements grew cautious. Companies hesitated to attach their names until the storm passed. She continued to post pictures of confidence, immaculate makeup, elegant poses, captions about peace and growth. But the comments below each post betrayed the tension. Every smiling selfie attracted thousands of speculations. Was she pretending? Was she deflecting? Online detectives dissected every gesture, searching for signs of guilt or innocence. Privacy was no longer an option. Even silence was interpreted as strategy. Young Jock, meanwhile, handled the storm in his own unpredictable way. He joked about the rumor during a radio interview, claiming that if folks saw me walking into a hotel, I was probably checking on room service, not romance. His charisma disarmed some, but skeptics weren't convinced. The more he laughed, the more people assumed there was something to hide. When a blurry photo surfaced online showing a man resembling him near the same hotel weeks earlier, the internet exploded again. The image was grainy, likely inconclusive, yet it was enough to rekindle the fire. Tasha K, ever the ringmaster, returned to her channel with another episode. This time she teased part 2 of the receipts. She claimed she had obtained call logs linking Bambi and young Jock around the night in question. Though she never showed the records outright, she read fragments aloud, enough to keep her audience hooked. Her storytelling blended conviction with entertainment, blurring the lines of journalism and theater. Fans tuned in not just for answers, but for the performance, the cadence, the emphasis, the energy. Whether she was right or wrong almost didn't matter anymore. As the saga unfolded, a deeper truth about celebrity culture emerged. In the digital age, scandal isn't just consumed, it's monetized. Every repost, every reaction video, every podcast debate generated revenue. Outrage became a business model, and the hotel meeting between Bambi and young Jock was its latest currency. The situation exposed how little control public figures truly have over their narratives once the internet takes hold. For every denial, 10 new theories appeared. For every attempt at silence, another influencer filled the void with commentary. Behind the scenes, Bambi reportedly considered legal action, but her team advised against it. Suing a gossip blogger could amplify the story rather than silence it. Instead, she chose the long game, patience, consistency, and subtle redirection. Slowly, she began aligning herself with new business ventures, hoping to shift public attention from drama to entrepreneurship. Her resilience became her quiet rebellion against the narrative Tasha had crafted. Young Jock found a way to spin the chaos. He leaned into music, releasing a new track that referenced rumors in hotel rooms, a sly acknowledgement that doubled as free promotion. The song's lyrics danced on the edge of confession and denial, ensuring it went viral. Fans dissected every verse, arguing over hidden meanings. In the process, he turned scandal into spotlight, proving that, in show business, controversy can be as valuable as talent. Yet, amid the noise, one aspect often overlooked was Tasha K's influence itself. She had become more than a gossip source. She was now a cultural force shaping perception. Her words could elevate or dismantle a career overnight. Some applauded her fearlessness, calling her a truth teller unafraid to challenge celebrity power. Others condemned her tactics, accusing her of exploiting personal lives for clicks. But either way, she remained central to the conversation, her name permanently linked to one of the most talked about rumors in recent memory. Eventually, the frenzy began to cool, as all viral storms do. A new scandal took center stage, and the internet's focus shifted. Yet, the stain of the hotel story lingered a faint shadow over Bambi's reputation and young Jock's credibility. For those involved, the silence that followed wasn't peace. It was recovery. Public opinion may move fast, but digital memory never forgets. Screenshots, videos, and commentary lived on, immortalized in algorithms and archives. Months later, when Bambi finally addressed the story indirectly during an interview, she did so with poise. "People will always believe what fits their idea of you," she said. "I've learned that I don't have to explain myself to the internet." Her words resonated with quiet strength, a reminder that in the world of endless speculation, sometimes dignity is the only defense left. Young Jock's response came later, more reflective. He admitted that fame had blurred his boundaries, that privacy was something he missed. Without confirming or denying the meeting, he acknowledged how rumors can reshape lives in ways no one anticipates. It was a rare moment of vulnerability, one that reminded fans there were human beings beneath the headlines. As for Tasha K, she moved on to her next revelation, leaving behind a digital trail of chaos, profit, and attention. The Bambi and young Jock story became part of her legacy, another notch in her career of shockwaves. Whether history remembers her as an investigative, truth seeker, or an entertainer who thrived on turmoil will depend on who tells the story in the end. What happened that night in the hotel remains a mystery, one blurred by time, speculation, and the hunger of an audience that never stops watching. But what it revealed about fame was undeniable. That truth, once whispered into the digital void, can no longer be contained. It multiplies, transforms, and lives forever. Long after the cameras stop rolling and the lights go out in the glittering chaos of celebrity life, one story still echoes louder than the rest. Tasha K's shocking revelation about Bambi and young Jock's secret hotel meeting. What started as a whisper turned into a viral storm that left fans questioning everything they thought they knew about loyalty, fame, and truth. Tasha's words cut through the noise like a blade, turning two of reality TV's biggest names into symbols of secrecy and speculation. But as the headlines faded, one question refused to die. What really happened that night? Was it a private business meeting blown out of proportion, or the kind of scandal that careers never recover from? Now, the power rests in your hands. The stories, the rumors, the so-called receipts, they've all painted pictures, but none of them reveal the full truth. Every voice matters in this conversation, because in today's world, perception is reality. Do you think Tasha K exposed something real? Or did she create a storm just to keep her audience hooked? Was Bambi the victim of manipulation? Or was young Jock caught in a web of his own making? Share your thoughts, theories, and truths in the comments. Let the world hear your